Hi, I'm back. I'm Jill from Copycat Crafts by Jill, and we are on our last part of making the men's folio journal. And I'm really excited because I think the closure thing I'm really excited about, and I think it came out really pretty cool. And you'll see what I mean when it's completely done. Um, so just to recap, uh, we did all that, but I did add that little um, decoration piece across the top with a little tag, number tag. So I did just add that. And other than that, I have not touched that. We've been working on this. So I still haven't quite decided if I want to put the little uh, black marks here yet. These, I had them sitting there. I like the look of them sitting there. I'm just a little worried that once I glue them in, these will not want to get up and over. If I would have thought about it, I would have put an extra spacer under these, and that would have raised it just that piece of cardstock thickness. But I didn't till now, so anyway, we glued those in, and this is what I've been working on. Of course, I didn't finish it because I wanted to show you what I did and how I did it. This is just like a waterfall, and I didn't glue this one in yet because I wanted to show you how I did it. I took a thin piece of material that I probably coffee dyed lightly. It's just pieces that I rip off of, you know how you buy a piece for $1.50 at Walmart that's just tan, and then I coffee dye it, and I rip it in these thin, about half-inch. And these are probably a little less. They're a little more than a 1/4 inch. And I just glued, I don't know if you can see that, I glued about half of it onto the top of the cardstock. Then I bent it over and I just finger folded it. You know, you just kind of press it down and get it to lay down. Did it on this side. Then I put glue here. I use Fabri-Tac or 3-in-1, but I guess if you have art glitter glue would work. I would not use the stick glue. I wouldn't use stick glue, but I use my clear Fabri-Tac, and we'll put it there. I already drew the line where I want it on here. What I did was I figured out how many pictures I wanted to put on, and then about how far apart I wanted each one to sort of stick out. Kind of more eyeballed it, but once I had them about where I wanted them, I made a line, glued that one in, made a line, glued that one in, made a line, glued that one in. Now I made this line, and we're going to glue this one in. I figured then on the back you can journal. You could also, which I might do, is put a tiny corner pocket in and stick a little extra tidbit in, or just leave it as it is as a place to journal. Okay, so I try to smear out the glue a little bit and really get it so that it's a thicker, quite a thick line, a good 1/8 of an inch line, and not too globby in any one area. Then turn it around and put it on my line. Then I pull one down just to make sure. That's actually pretty good. I lightly then I lift it up, and then I grab my bone folder. You can grab whatever you have, and just gently, very gently, right up to the kind of where the bottom paper meets the cardstock, and kind of put it in that crease. But I'm still doing it actually very gently. I'm going to keep checking just to make sure I'm not going over, and then I just want to give it a good smooth down, and there you have it. Now, that is not done. I took these out, and I'm going to put one on each one, and I tried the black ones that match, you know, the black, but I actually liked the almost leathery looking of the brown, so I just figured I was going to stick with the brown. And I'm just trying to decide. I guess I think I want them not quite right on the end, just a little bit, 1/16, an eighth. It's probably an eighth. So I'm just gonna glue them down on. That's what we're gonna do, because we actually have a fair amount to cover. Like I said, this I want to be our last one in this. Get it done. Alright, just gonna leave that like that. This one I'm going to put over here on this side and leave about the same thing, about an eighth of an inch, 1/16 of an inch, something. I already inked around all these, and I pre-scored the center where you fold it, because if I don't pre-score them, I fold them crooked every time. Kind of my MO. It's like my superpower. Have that one on. Once they're set a little bit, then I will. Now we're going to go back to this side and do it here. Kind of zigzag them back and forth. I thought looked pretty good, so that's what I'm going with. Okay. This one will come here. Oh. Hope I'm in frame. Sometimes I pull it closer to my face so I can see better and forget that I'm not totally in frame then. Okay. Alright. Make sure I'm still in frame. Okay, I'm just going to pull these down and start with the first one. So let me see, come in frame. Yes, okay. So, filled all my glue, so I don't have to stand here and try to shake it down like we used to have to with tomato, with ketchup. Remember them commercials? Yeah, no longer a thing, right? No longer have to stick a butter knife in a brand new jar of ketchup to try and get it to come on out. Okay. Let's do this one. And I got pockets for each side that I want to put on, I guess. So I want to be able to get to that. Just don't want too much glue overage. Also, I did change out what I had in the back pocket of this. On the very back of this, I had a pocket, and I'll show you what I changed that to in a moment. Okay. While that's drying, we will. I'm going to put a, how did I get glue everywhere? I thought this would look pretty good on here. So I want to get this in the center between, well, maybe it's easier if I put this straight down, put this straight up. Now I can pick the center about, we're going to eyeball it. We're going to eyeball it, no measuring. No measuring. Okay. Make sure it's. Okay, let's see. Go up just a hair. Okay. Don't want to move it out of place, so just stick my hand there. All right. Then I have one for here. This one doesn't have, this one can just go wherever we want it. Doesn't have to be in the center, so we're just gonna put it where we feel like it at that moment. I'm gonna go high. Okay, turn it. There we go. I love putting tabs. I will put tabs everywhere if I could. I love tabs. And I like, my favorite part of really making folios and journals are adding all these little tidbits from all the tabs to all these little pieces of cut-offs. And you know, I don't do as good collaging. That's not my style, I guess. I've tried it off and on, but my style ends up not really being collagey at all, and more bits and bob. Bits and bob. Okay. Trying to get different. All right. So we will put that up and that up. All right. So far, that's what that's going to look like on the outside. On the inside, I have a pocket for each side. I wanted just long places to put stuff. I end up a lot of times with a lot of littler pockets. Great, love them, but sometimes you want to put something large, bigger. So I just thought I'd do a simple pocket on each side. Plus, this area can't hold too much in stacking, so I don't want to keep adding to it. So we're just gonna end it there with a nice little pocket on each side. Sometimes less is more. Okay, get this. All right, and I did cut them a shy because I wanted the space around each pocket. I didn't want the pocket to be tight up against the edge. I wanted just a hair room around it. So there we go with that one. Okay. And I mean, I could have used the glitter glue for the pockets, because generally I don't got to shift them around too much, but the glitter glue is a tad more easier to see. No, I am wearing my glasses, but all right. Go on this side. Lay it down. Oh, that's what I didn't think of. Let's see if I can move it up. Can I move it up? Don't know. Oh, we put it down over it. I don't know. I think I'd rather have it up. Moved up a hair. I want it up a hair. Let's see if I can. I might have to get a new one of these. I might ruin it getting it off, but that's okay, because I do have a million of them. Let's see when it's coming down, if I can just, oops, sorry if I'm getting my hair in the way. Gonna retry that. Hair up. Usually that's why I try putting these on after. I'm gonna go on this side so I know what I'm doing here. After I put on really, it's usually some of my last thing I do. Whoop, hit it with my finger. And got a little overzealous. Okay. Rubbing off the glue. It's a nice part about this glue is it kind of it kind of gets rubbery and balls up, which is nice. Okay. All right. Get off the excess here. There we go. Oh, let me lay it flat. Okay. Oops. There we go. Probably need my glue eraser for that. Nope. Nope, nope. Okay, emergency averted. Disaster averted. Okay, put that aside for now. Let's I'm gonna check on my bottom pocket, or bottom, yep, that's good and dry. That will go like that. Got my pocket on, got my other pocket on. Close, close. Let me see what the part that I really wanted to show you is on the back. Now, as you know, I did have this envelope shoved back here. I mean, I could probably still stick it back in there like that. I probably will. But what I did do is I made a writing board. This is really thick. It's still a piece of cardstock. Let me see, I have the cut off somewhere here. This was a long piece. I don't even know what it came in. I trimmed it down to fit in my pocket, but it was a long piece. And this was the cut off. So you can see how thick that is. This is thick. And all I did was wrap a piece of map paper, which I had. This is another piece. Comes in a little tablet this size, maybe 8 by 8 or 10 by 10 or whatever it is. And I used one sheet, and then on the other side I just used a digital printout that I thought was really old and was like a calendar-y thing. So I thought that between the map and the calendar, I thought it made a good pair. The paper is a little shiny. I didn't do that. I can show you the tablet. Let's see. This is what it is. Sorry for the glare. It's shiny. You only get those 4 designs, and they are on both sides. But I got this probably 3 years ago on Amazon. So that's what I decided to use. I thought I better dig them out and start using them. Okay, so that's the back. Now here, this is a part I'm really excited about, so I can't wait to show you what I've come up with for the closure. Okay, so I had bought probably 2 years ago 2 piano rolls of piano paper, and on the very beginning of the roll is a piece that looks like that, which I had cut off, and I trimmed this paper off because this is like a thick almost material, like a treated material, and then some sort of card stock on the back. This is the original. I can't really use this paper because it's so brittle, it just rips and tears, but I do want to keep the 2 things, so I keep moving it around my room until I remember to trim it, to trim off the pieces I want. Anyway, this is what I wanted to use, but I thought it didn't really match anything else. So I thought I'm going to make my own from it. So I traced it, and then I glued like 2 or 3 pieces of the cardstock together. In this piece here, I did put some of that Tyvek paper, and then I put the eyelet in. That way that eyelet will never rip through the Tyvek paper and the cardstock. Then I punched 3 holes and just put the 3 brads in. I did take my little pliers and like dent in the tops because I like that look. and I'm going to put that here as my closure. This, which is a piece of leather, but it is not a shoelace. Perhaps a leather shoelace would be probably pretty sturdy. I think, I could be giving myself too much credit here, but I think if I wrap this around, I could rip it if I wanted to. That's just a guess. I'm not trying it. But I got these pieces when I used to have linnies, linolated parakeets, called short linny. And I had 4 linnies in a giant cage, and I found it was cheaper for me to buy all the things to make bird toys. So I had tons of different things to make bird toys, and this was one of the things I found on Amazon in bird toy supplies thing, and I got a handful of these. So I dug them out since I no longer have birds. So I dug those out, and that's what I'm going to use as the tie. And how I'm going to use it is well, I'll show you once it's glued on. No sense in having it flap around. But I do still have all these bits and bobs. And I do want to use these on the inside. I just can't quite. Once they're glued down, then if I keep tripping on them, I'll be in trouble. So I'm really hemming and hawing about that one. I do have these that I want to put in. And I have a ton of tidbits I'll go through and do. But for now, I just wanted to get this on. So I think I'll open it. Probably put that back in for now. But I don't know how many people know that once you can make a writing board like that, and then that is what you can pull out when you want to use your tablet and you want a sturdy, almost desk-like board under your tablet instead of trying to write and there's little pockets underneath with tags underneath it. You don't have to worry about that. You just you put your writing board under there, make your notes, pull your writing board out, and put it away. And I love that idea. So we incorporated it. All right. So it doesn't really matter. I'm going to go by eyesight, but I'm not going to measure. You can measure. But I'm not going to worry about it. I think center-ish is good enough. So I'm just going to make sure I get enough glue around the brads and close enough to the ends. And close enough. But I really like the shape of this and the size of this. So I was pretty excited. And now that I basically have the template, okay, there we go. I'm also going to put something in the center here. I just couldn't make up my mind. You know, sometimes I have to finish it kind of like it is right this second, and then revisit it in a day or 2 or 3. Come back later with a fresh eye. I need to constantly freshen my eye for each project, and that's just how I do it. That's how I do it. Okay. I think that's really cool. really cool. Okay, so you may see I have one short side and one long side. That is on purpose. I just looped it through there so you could pull that right out if you wanted to, and change this out. But anyway, the short side you just keep up on top, and then the longer side you wrap it around, and then you tie it. You can tie it over here, or you can tie it over here, but you tie it. And these can be shortened, but I don't. So there it is. I think it came out really cool. So let's just push this aside, and just do one quick little tour through it. Again, I will put something up here, and I want to put something here, but just going to, for now, leave it. Open that. We open that. Open this. Pockets. That flips up. What I should do is get one of my, there we go. So we have a nice big pocket here. I do have a booklet I'm going to put in here. Then I have Velcro here. Then this is a pocket, which I already did put that in. I want to put something here, but I'm going to be picky about it. And here, of course. Then we have a nice big pocket here. Then, of course, we have the pencil, which I love the addition of the pencil. Then we can open that, and here's our tablet. So these just open, and this is our tablet. Underneath we have a pocket and a tiny pocket. So just so you can see a tiny pocket and a big pocket. We have a little net trying to get in on the. Over here, I really like this idea that if we put a tab on both sides, it's easy to open, which is really nice. So you have a tab on both sides, so it's easy to open, and I like that. Then we come over here, and where's these tabs? These are the ones I really want to put in. Oh, it's torture for me. We open that. We have a nice pocket here. Another nice pocket here. Oh, there we go. Nice pocket there. We have our little waterfall, which we can put a little corner tuck spot if we wanted to, and I might. We could even put another small pocket or tuck spot down here, which we might. I might even just, well, that will be a surprise. That will be, close it up, and there it is. So I hope that anyone who watched the whole series is really happy with the outcome, because I do think a lot of times when I first start a folio, it just sort of always looks the same or I don't know, I hate to use the word unimpressive, but you know, it's not really till you start giving it its own personality. And once you give it that personality, then for me, that's when I really get into it. But so I hope you enjoyed it, and in the meantime, stay creative. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave them in the comment section. I get back to everyone. And I guess that's it for this. My next video will be in a couple days, but I'll have a pretty big, well, for me it's a huge announcement. Okay, well, stay creative, and